Good morning, my fellow ultra MAGA Americans. For some people, I firmly believe that their mental development might end a little early. In fact, for some people, it might have ended when they were mere toddlers. As proof of that theory, I present you this story from KCRA in Sacramento. I feel cheated. California seniors are disappointed that they are left out of the state's inflation relief package. Let's take a look at the caption for this picture first. Karen Boyles lives back in her childhood home in Manteca, California. Congratulations, Karen. It looks like your father left you a little something in his will. Can't complain about that, can ya? Let's go on with the story. She leads a simple life. I'm 78 years young, she said, smiling. Karen, there is nothing young about 78. Hell, there's nothing young about being 70. That's my age. The average lifespan of a woman in the United States is just over 81 years old. You're pushing it, Karen. The artist stays home and is busy fiddling around with the hobbies she loves. She plays the fiddle, draws, makes wind chimes, and loves nature photography. Boyle said she has to stay home. It's just budgeting, and sometimes you have to make adjustments and do without, Boyle said. Boyles is on a fixed income with rising costs, high gas prices, and inflation. Bidenomics at its best. She can't afford to leave home. Thank you, Mr. Brandon. It's very tight, I will admit that, Boyle said. Boyles is one of the thousands of California seniors depending solely on Social Security. You see, once you reach the grand old age of, say, 65 or 70, you've had an entire lifetime to make mistakes, recover from that, and save for that oncoming winter called old age. If you haven't done that, you've got arrested mental development. You can tell she hasn't saved a dime by her next sentence. Although we do pay into taxes every year, we buy houses. Really, Karen? It sounds like your house was given to you. We buy cars, washing machines, groceries. Well, Karen, groceries in California aren't taxed, unlike here in Hawaii where they are. In fact, in Hawaii, you get taxed for medical procedures. I pay taxes every time I go to the dentist. I pay taxes every time I go to a hospital. We are paying taxes, and we have paid our taxes in the past. Well, she's saying this, of course, because she wants some of that sweet, sweet money that California is giving out to people that have paid taxes, not in the form of gas taxes, which goes for roads, or groceries, which don't happen at all, or houses, which I don't think she bought, cars. When was the last time you bought a car, Karen? It said that you live solely on Social Security. I'd be shocked if you're making new car payments on that. Now, let's see what she's really talking about. Here is another story. Here's why some seniors and others won't get payments from California's inflation relief program. Here's what it's really all about. Tax refund payments. About 23 million tax filers and their dependents can expect an inflation relief tax refund. That's right. We're not talking about gas taxes or houses or washing machines. We're talking about you've made enough money where you've paid the state of California taxes, and they're willing to give you some of it back. It says right here, taxpayers will receive either $350, $250, or $200 based on their income level, with an additional payment of the same amount if they have at least one dependent. People could receive as much as $1,050 as part of the $9.5 billion in tax refunds that are being given out. To qualify, people must have filed their 2020 tax return by October 15, 2021, and have been a California resident for 6 months or more of the 2020 tax year, as well as on the date the payment is issued. So there you have it. Karen wants free money. In that story, she goes to say she doesn't file state taxes because she doesn't make enough. She wants money even though she hasn't paid into state taxes. She wants some of that sweet state tax refund money that she's not entitled to. Do you remember when the federal government did much the same thing? Now, personally, the United States is running a huge deficit. I don't think he should have done anything at all because, listen, I'm not going to refuse getting back a few of the tax dollars I paid, but I also realize that money would have been far better off being put towards the deficit that we currently have. Just like individuals should live within their budgets, so should government. Is it any surprise that Karen feels entitled when she can't live within her budget, when the state and country she lives in also can't live within theirs?